The other name for boil is furuncle. It is an acute staphylococcal infection of a hair follicle with perifolliculitis, or it is a secondary infection of a sebaceous cyst. Such infections usually proceed through suppuration and central necrosis. It includes under acute infective gangrene. Precipitating factors for boils are scratching, diabetes, and poor immunity. Coming to the clinical features, it starts with a painful and indurated swelling which gradually extends, associated with tremendous tenderness and surrounding edema. After a couple of days, there will be a softening at the center, then a small pustule appears. It bursts spontaneously, discharging greenish small amount of slough. After this, a deep cavity develops lined by granulation tissue which heals by itself. Also, regional enlarged tender lymph nodes may be palpable due to secondary infection. Common locations for boils are face and back of the neck, axilla, gluteal region, and external auditory meatus. Coming to some facts about boils. Dangerous boil is seen on skin of face, tender boil in external auditory meatus, sweet boil in diabetic patients, boil-like eruptions on oily skin, and blind boil or dull boil is a boil which subsides without suppuration. Complications of boils are: they may lead to cellulitis, particularly in those whose power of immunity is less. It also leads to infection of the neighboring hair follicles where number of hair follicles are too many. For example, in axilla and pubic region, leading to hidradenitis. Also causes necrosis, pyemic abscess, and septicemia. Cavernous sinus thrombosis occurs if the boil occurs on the dangerous area of face. Perianal sinus or fistula results when perianal boil ruptures. Painful boils are present in external auditory meatus. This is because of the rich nerve supply of the skin. Pain is also due to dense adherence of the skin to the perichondrium. Coming to the treatment of boils, the general health of the patient has to be improved as boils often occur in individuals with debility and ill health. Incision is usually not necessary as the pustule is very small. Only a touch of iodine on the skin pustule will hasten necrosis of the overlying skin and help the pus to drain out. If escape of pus doesn't occur spontaneously or with application of iodine, removal of the affected hair allow ready escape of pus. Antibiotic is usually not required. It is only indicated when multiple boils appear or if boils recur. After escape of pus, the part should be cleaned with twice with a suitable disinfectant, and diabetes if present should be treated.